family dining with fast and friendly service. From gourmet pizza and barbecue to creative pasta and seafood, it's time to make the 466 Pub and Grill part of your family's regular indulgence. With an extensive menu full of delicious foods and a vast variety of beer and wine, the 466 is the spot to watch the big game or catch up with friends. Sit down, take out, or have your next family function catered at the 466 Pub and Grill on Route 1 in Danvers. Now let's give it up for our host, Mr. Monday!
I'm Carlo, Mr. Monday, and this is my unbelievable host, Kat. What's going on, Kat?
Yeah.
How are you? We got a great show tonight. We have John Fiore, who was on The Sopranos, Law and Order. What else was it? What wasn't this guy on? He was on everything.
I mean, he's in my dreams almost every night. So that's his starring role.
I'm like curious to find out if this guy's really a gangster or if he just played a gangster. You know?
We're gonna find out.
All right. Well, let's get right into Shoot the Shit, McCluskey. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good? All right. Just looking for a nice guy to pay my fine. Australian student, 25 years old, uses Tinder to ask someone to pay her $110 traffic notice and is shocked when a man from the other side of the world takes care of it. What's this?
Lexi, a 25-year-old student at the University of Newcastle, has a dating profile on Tinder. Her page has a lot of nice pictures of her cleavage at cookouts and her cleavage hiking and her cleavage at christenings. But along with the photography was a plea for somebody to pay a $110 traffic fine. Against all odds, Lexi found a man in Louisiana that was both willing to pay it and had $110. He did it saying that he didn't want anything in return. He just seemed to think she was a nice person.
He liked her cleavage. I mean, seriously. Think about it.
You can like cleavage and not...
He liked her cleavage, and so he paid for all this stuff.
He paid $110 to look at something that he could just look for free.
Do you think that he bought her plane ticket?
That guy's definitely booked the ticket on Delta Blue right now. There's no way that guy's... He donated $110 out of the kindness of his heart, and he's from Louisiana.
Did she like give a favor back?
No, listen, he's from Louisiana. He doesn't have a passport. He doesn't know that Australia is another country. Like, he just doesn't know.
How do you know he doesn't have a passport? Just because
he's from Louisiana.
He's got a kangaroo. Bobby's got no teeth.
I mean, he didn't have anything going.
And she's an Australian.
She's an Australian from Australia.
Do we have a picture of her?
I don't.
She looks pretty good.
Yeah, she's a good-looking girl. She's the kind of girl that can, on her Tinder profile, demand warrants be paid off.
Apparently.
I heard she slept with a kangaroo. All right, let's go to the next one. Protect your wang. Fashion designer Alexander Wang teams up with Trojan on a very cheeky collection that promotes sexual health and even includes branded condoms.
All right, so this fashion designer, named after the dick, I assume he is, teamed up with Trojan Condoms in the LGBTQ community to create a limited edition, super special line of accessories and condoms celebrating safe sex. By accessories, I mean the most generic baseball hats, t-shirts. It's basically like a black t-shirt or a black pair of socks, and it says, celebrating safe sex with the Wang.
This dude's pretty young, by the way. You would think this Wang guy would be older. Like an older Chinese guy, but he's like a young dude. Like he does like Adidas and like all big name like the fashion designer stuff. He's really
He makes
good.
basketball sneakers for penises?
No, he does like Adidas, like the whole brand. Like
oh, okay.
Adidas.
What's that stand for? What's that stand for? So, I mean,
my point is if this is for such a good cause, could you design something a little bit better than a black T-shirt that says "Protect Your Wang" on it?
Well, that was not very clever.
No, that's like the default setting at custom tees. If you go online right now to Vistaprints, like there's no.
He'll probably sell 100 million of them. I mean,
yeah,
there's 100 million Chinese people, at least.
There's a lot more than that in China.
How many are there?
Like over 1 billion.
All right, but there's 100 million that'll buy them.
Hopefully.
You know, this guy's got a Wang. How many Wangs are there in the Chinese phone book?
All of them.
Now, what about condoms? Do you like them?
I want more people to use them because there'd be less kids.
Right.
But yeah, I would consider myself an expert on them, right?
You are an expert?
Yeah, it's like a nice chewing gum. They have flavors, so I just chew on it when I get nervous.
When you get nervous. All right, we got a video coming up here. Down with the bang. Man accidentally shoots himself in the groin as he bends over just moments after loading his gun.
All right, so I don't know if we catch this part of the video, but if you pay attention, the dog here knows right from the beginning that something's up and moves away from the guy, okay? This cop's on video holstering a huge Glock before blowing off his little one. And as you can see, cop and a half here makes his way over to a better camera position for us, the viewers. We see him bend at the waist, almost as if to say goodbye to a friend. The gun goes off, and it shoots somewhere in his groin. He's recovering in a hospital somewhere, but I don't know. This guy, he shot off his own penis.
He did. I mean, I think that we decided that anybody that needs to holster a penis or holster a gun in front of their penis doesn't have a very big one. So I think that's probably what he had going for him.
Did this guy shoot his tip off? Like, what did he do? He shot off his nuts? I mean, what happened here?
I like to think that there's just like a perfectly circular hole right through the shaft, but...
Did it graze his pud? Like, did it go... You know, like, what happened?
His pud? Graze his pud.
Burnt his head.
Is that police uniform? Does that stand for something?
Graze his pud.
Did you ever shoot somebody in the pud?
No. I mean, it'd take a very special circumstance for me to want to shoot.
Well, unfortunately, since this police officer lost his partner, I don't think he's going to be shooting much pud himself.
Right. Poor guy. Florida. This next one, Florida. Where else? Florida woman shoots her estranged husband in the testicles after losing her cool over an air conditioning unit.
Yeah, so apparently every news story is involving somebody losing a penis. Kimberly Dunn's husband was attempting to take back his air conditioner, one that his wife was trying to sell on Facebook. To prevent him from retrieving it, she sat on the unit with a taser and a handgun, refusing to turn it over. Her husband and his brother forced her off of it, and in the bustle, she shot her husband in the testicles. In anger, the brother of the victim strangled her till she was unconscious, and the guy was brought to the hospital. He's okay, but again, he's missing a penis.
I mean, is he okay, though?
I mean, she lost her cool. I mean,
cool.
Literally and figuratively. I mean, she...
I would shoot somebody in the dick, too, if they tried to take my air conditioner in the summertime.
And you don't even live in Florida. Imagine if you were in Florida.
Oh, I'd fucking shoot myself if I lived in Florida.
You choke him with the condom.
Yeah, it's true.
I felt bad that he lost his penis, but what you consider he was putting it in before that. I mean,
No kidding.
he probably didn't deserve one anyway.
Some better option.
Always in Florida. Like,
Yeah, man, every story. We could just do, like, straight
it's
out
usually
Florida
the East
newspapers.
Coast, too, of Florida. Never the West Coast.
No. I don't know why the marriage didn't work out.
She
All
said
right.
she was just trying to scare him.
This next one's disgusting. Now I always have this natural glow. Woman drinks her dog's urine in a horrifying video while claiming that it completely cleared her acne and can also cure cancer.
Yeah, this is like a straight up like, hi, this is my Instagram page of a girl following her dog to a tree on a leash. The dog lifts its leg, she takes a solo cup, fills it to the brim with what looks like the warmest Mountain Dew you've ever seen, and then chugs it to the bottom while licking her lips and fingertips to get every last Alpo-tasting drop of dog piss. And she claims it cured her depression, it cured her acne.
Like, was she like putting that in her hands and like putting it in her face and like clearing acne
There's
that way?
no part of me that doubts she doesn't, but that did not occur in the video. She just chugged it like a
Dog
Shaq
piss
commercial.
versus human piss. What would you do? Would you drink dog piss or human piss?
I'd take that lady's air conditioner and hope for the best. But, like, here's the thing. How long has she been doing it? Because maybe it just hasn't been long enough to kill her yet. Fingers crossed.
That's what the number 2 would do.
It's one of those.
Lusky, would you drink
Days
dog
out.
urine or human urine if you had to pick one?
I would definitely go with human urine.
A guy's or a girl's?
Your
I would-
own?
Jeez, yeah, I'd probably go with my own
Your
brand there.
No.
That's an option.
I don't know. It's pretty.
But I would definitely do it on ice. This woman did it straight from the source, like she's like an organic farmer milking a cow or something.
Would you put a mixer with it?
I just imagine like her and her boyfriend waiting inside. Just
Where do we get all these, anyways? Where does these come from?
like, I'm part
Florida.
of a Florida
The
newsletter.
South.
All right, look. In honor of our guest tonight, we're gonna show a premiere. We have a premiere coming up. It's called Too Bad. It's a cop show, corrupt cop show. And after the break, we're gonna have a special guest up here with us. So check this out.
Daniel L.
Can I see a license and registration?
I don't have a license.
You're driving a car, you don't have a license or registration.
He's got beer! He's got beer, I see it.
Yeah, why don't you pass that beer over to my partner then?
This is mine.
Not anymore, brother.
What's real with me?
What else you got in the car? I see a pack of Newports, a lighter. You got something better than that, don't you, kid?
Nothing.
Come on, me and my partner got another 3 hours before we check out, buddy. We need something.
I just got some tequila in here, but I drink everything already.
All right, well, you're gonna come with us then.
All right.
Sir, get over here. All right, sir, I'm gonna need you to walk in a straight line to me. All right, Jesus, relax. Chicky, you covering me or what? Oh, I got you. All right, now I need you to go like this. Yeah, like this. Like
Looks like he's making his nose.
Yeah, now I need you to reach in your pocket, grab your wallet, pull it out in your hand like this. All right, thank you, sir. Chicky. We don't want to see you in this block anymore, all right?
Serving the North Shore of Boston for 20 plus years, Caponegro Construction specializes in all facets of residential and commercial construction. Custom homes, new construction, additions, kitchen remodels, and complete renovations. This family-owned and operated business takes great pride in the work they do and the product they deliver. No job too big or too small. Call for a quote today at 781-596-1414.
John Fiore!
Mr. fucking Monday himself! I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Who are you?
I'm just Cat.
Nice.
Guy asked me for my autograph. I should be asking him for his autograph.
I feel good.
So John Fiore.
Yes.
This guy was in Law and Order,
Yes.
NYPD Blue, The Sopranos,
Sopranos.
and what was the movie just came out?
Chappaquiddick. Well, the Kennedy debacle when he drove the chick off the bridge. I was the police chief, Chief Arena. Mamaluke Chief, poor guy, nice guy. But by then, everybody was under the Kennedy spell. The two brothers got killed, you know. So everybody was sympathetic to the Kennedys. He didn't know what to do. Nobody knew what to do. But he got away with it.
Before that movie, did you think that really happened?
Yes, I always believed he was a piece of shit.
Right.
To be honest with you.
Yeah, right.
And he got away with it, and then he went on to be the so-called Lion of the Senate.
What about
That's
everyone?
my
What about
opinion.
everyone who did the movie? Did they think he was?
Yeah, most
The
of
whole
them. I mean, a lot of
Kennedys
them
are
keep
corrupt.
their politics to themselves in Hollywood, as you know. Everybody leans toward the left, so you can't say too much. But Kennedy, the mystique with the Kennedys is pretty much worn off, I would say. You can get away with talking shit about the Kennedys.
Right. Okay. Good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, when
No.
you said the Kennedy debacle, I was like, you have to be way more specific.
Yeah, right, exactly. But the brother, the president, I mean, all those chicks he banged, I'm very impressed by that. I don't know how he did it. Everywhere he went.
Yeah, you got a little something.
Yeah, God bless.
Laid his seed.
Paid
Salute.
the price.
Salute to you.
Salute.
Salute. So let me ask you. You're from Somerville.
Yes,
Somerville guy.
Yeah.
So you grew up over there?
Grew up, yeah, hung around Winter Hill. Saw all the boys growing up. Howie, Whitey, this one, that one. All of them were right across the street. Pal Joey's was right there. Marshall Motors, where a lot of shit went down. Right around the corner. They'd come into the Brighams where we used to hang out. And there were quite an array of characters. Saw the great Howie Winters, the last true gangster, never thanked on anyone, smashed a guy's windshield in one time, said, "You never come to my town," right on Broadway in Somerville. We were all like, wow. Yeah, so he's still alive.
Is he? How old is he?
He's in his 80s. Did many stints in prison and never ratted anybody out. He's one of the last true gangsters.
Wow.
So what you're saying is you think Whitey...
I almost
think
want,
he's
I almost
fucking
want to
great.
applaud, but let's not.
No, you got to give him a little credit in a way. It's kind of noble in some ways.
But your years as a detective, do you respect the guy that
You know,
keeps his mouth shut, or do you want the guy that talks?
well, I do respect the guy that keeps his mouth shut, I guess. I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you have to. But nobody keeps their mouth shut anymore.
No.
No.
So let me ask you, how'd you get into acting? Guy from Somerville.
I was going to college, Suffolk University, for crime and delinquency, of all things, right? Went to graduate, I was 26 years old. I was a slow student, very fucking dense.
Because
Sat in the
of-
back.
Because of your crime and delinquency.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I went to graduate. The registrar pulled me aside and said, listen, son, you cannot graduate. You have not fulfilled your requirements. You need to take something from this column here. Acting was in that column. So I said, let me take a stab at it. So I took it. I get into acting. It was a great way to meet people. You know what I'm talking about. So I became very popular, and it was a lot of fun. That started it. Epic fucking journey. Look at me now.
Now he's on the Monday show.
I'm in fucking Monday show, am I?
Poor bastard.
You just got to the top.
Oh, God.
So who's the coolest actor you've ever worked with?
By far, the late James Gandolfini was the coolest guy.
Tony Soprano.
Fantastic. The great Tony Soprano, the greater James Gandolfini. Nicest guy. Loved him. Everybody on the show loved him. And by far and away, nobody comes close.
Wow, that's great. Yeah, I heard he was a great guy.
Great.
Now, what was your favorite acting job? Like
Well, I have to say The Sopranos was my favorite acting job because similar to this whole scenario here, you'd get to show up for work and there'd be like 20, 30 Italian guys hanging around with all kind of food and go, we can't fucking pay to do this? On HBO on a hit show.
Yeah.
It was by far the best job because most jobs you go in your trailer, you sit there shaking like a leaf until they call you to do your scene or whatever. But this one here, you get to hang out with everybody and shoot the shit, and they call you for the scene. A lot of times we were all in the scenes together.
Right.
So it was really unique in that sense, you know. So that's by far.
Sometimes you're sitting around all day, like
by yourself
for like 18 hours to do like a 15-second piece.
When I did Chappaquiddick recently, I was in a fucking trailer this big. I guess they didn't get my deal memo for my trailer requirements, but that's how far I've fallen. But anyway. So, but you're in the fucking trailer like this. I go in there and get coffee and breakfast in the morning. You're all excited and you sit there like this. You're there for fucking 15 hours. They go, you ready to do the scene? And you're unconscious. You know what I mean? You go, huh? What? And that's what they do.
Yeah.
So, but The Sopranos didn't have that. You get to hang out with the guys. So it was good.
Paulie Walnuts, he seemed like a pretty cool dude.
He was very cool. There was no difference between Paulie Walnuts and Tony Sirico. You know what I mean? It was the same guy. When I said cut, he still talked like this, going like this. He goes, how come I don't see you in more movies, John? You should be doing more stuff. Too good. I go, you gotta tip the fucking table over. You go to an audition, you gotta tip the fucking table over. I go, I'll try that next time.
Did you ever try it?
I never tried. I was too chicken.
Yeah.
So you were Gigi in The Sopranos, and obviously we're big fans of Gigi.
Yeah.
And The Sopranos.
Yeah.
But I really hated to see the way you went.
It was really shitty.
The guy died on the crapper.
The capo di
What
crapo.
happened? Tell us, like how did you know that was your last
So there
scene?
I am. It was a beautiful spring Friday. It was fucking 80 degrees, like that day in Dallas. So anyway, I'm not in the show, right? That particular episode. I'm feeling good about myself. I'm on The Sopranos. It's good. I'm home. Everything's great. Got a phone call from David Chase. Pre-cell phone, left a message on my home phone. Hey, John, David Chase, want to give me a call, please? I thought it was about the big contract for next season. You know what I mean? And all day I'm waiting to grab him. So finally at 5 o'clock, he said, John? Yes? It's a call I hate to make. You know right away what that means.
Right.
I go, when? Next show. How? You're going to die in the toilet. I go, no, stop fucking around, How? Come on. Seriously, this is bad enough. How? He goes, no, you're going to die in the toilet. It's going to be fucking great. I said, but I want to go like Sonny in the toll booth. I want to maybe in the saddle, something. He goes, now you're going to die taking a shit, like Elvis. It'll be memorable. I go, I don't like this. And that was it. And I went back and I had to do that.
And that was the end, huh?
That was the end of me.
That was the end. Did you wipe?
Motherfuckers.
Did you wipe after you went? No?
No. In protest, I did not wipe. Or wash my hands. So when I said goodbye to everybody, I took a number 2 and I'll see you later. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So, Boston's become like the mecca of movie destinations like the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Now, when you were growing up, when you were acting in the 80s, 90s, everything was in Vegas. Not Vegas, excuse me, L.A.
Yeah.
In New York.
Yeah.
So,
if you wanted to make it,
that?
you had to go to New York.
Yeah.
And you had to either drive, take the bus, train, shuttle. We took a cheap shuttle plane they had back then. And we'd go down there and we'd slip resumes and photos on the doors of casting people. hoping that they would open up the envelope, see your information, see your picture, and call you. And that's how you did it. That was the only way to do it.
That's how I pick up girls.
Do you?
Yeah, I just go to the
pictures
door,
of the doors at motels.
Yeah, and I leave.
What if their mother, your father, gets what you slip on the door?
Doesn't matter.
Fuck it, you gotta do what you gotta do. So
swing away.
So, and that's what they did. You know, you did that.
So that's how they weeded people out. You see if they were willing to do that. And
then you drive home or you fly home or whatever. You sit there and go, slip pictures under the doors. It seems prehistoric. It seems ridiculous with technology being what it is today. But that's how you did it back then.
How'd they get a hold of you if you didn't have cell phones back
then? You had to have an answering service. So I had bells are ringing. They go, you live in New York? I go, yeah. 75 East 23rd Street. What's your number? I go, I just use the answering service. So you give them the answering service. And every now and then you'd call your answering service, go, any messages? All clear. You go, fuck. So then the only worst thing than that was when they said, we have something for you, you got to come on down. Because by then you're going, fuck this, I don't want to drive down there for this. It was crazy.
Right, Jesus.
In acting, they say the only thing worse than not getting the job is getting the job. You have to be in the game to realize what that means, but it's very true.
You know, you would have been great. You would have been great in Hill Street Blues.
I would have been.
That was a great show. That show's over.
But
that was a great show.
That was a good show.
Wasn't Denzel Washington in that?
Was he in that? I don't even know if. No, I don't think you. Dennis Franz. He's the only one I really remember from it.
Yeah, it was a great show.
You know?
Ed Marinaro.
Yeah.
He was good.
Nice Italian boy.
I got a two-part question for you. All right, what's the worst audition you ever had? First, I'll ask you that question
very easy.
first.
One time I went down, drove down, left at 4 a.m, studying the lines of my car, driving, the papers on the side. I get there, had 2-3 cups of coffee. I go in there, special victims unit is like a tiny, tiny room. There's like 5 people sitting right there. So you're like, they're all right there. And I was very shaky. I was out of sorts. So I started reading, trembling the voice, and I know I'm really going south. I'm trying to save face, so I feign illness. Like a true heel. So I start coughing. You all right? You all right? I go, oh, yeah, no, I'll be okay. So they get me water, making a big fucking scene, Then I resume, and I'm still shaking. The guy goes, you'll be okay, John Fiore. You'll be okay. I go, okay. So I go outside the door, shut the door, I go, oh, God, I am fucking finished. I'm done. I've had a nervous breakdown. In the audition, I'm out of here. Fuck them. I quit. But strangely, they hired me again.
They thought you were acting.
That's another thing. If you suck and the director goes, hey, you fucking hired me. You knew I sucked when you hired me.
So what was the biggest role you auditioned in that you did not get?
I was thinking about that. I had a feeling I might be asked that question. It was actually in Godfather 3. We didn't know that was going to suck as it sucked.
That's fair.
It was the role of Joey Zaza, played by Joe Mantegna.
Oh, yeah.
And I went in for that a long time ago. Felt really good about it. Got positive feedback. That's how it is. You leave there. Some of it's fake. You think, I think they like
full of shit.
So, yeah, you go with that for a week or so thinking, oh, they're going to call. And I didn't get that, so I was really bummed out because I thought that could have been a real turning point, obviously. But then again, the movie came out, and we all know it sucks, so it probably wouldn't have been that great anyway.
You would have won a lot of awards. If you were in it, that thing would have
been...
it would have been the best Godfather.
I could have turned it around.
That would have been the best Godfather. What did they screw up?
The Malcolm Butler of the Godfather 3.
Malcolm Butler.
It could have been better.
Joe Mantegna, he didn't need that shit. He done enough stuff.
You a Patriots fan?
Of course.
Now, what do you think? Would they have won this year if he
I believe they absolutely would have won. No doubt about it. The guy would have made at least one play, 2, 3 plays.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? Of course. No brainer. I don't know Belichick. He's a hard ass.
I know.
So.
What do we got, McCluss, next?
All right. Next, we're going to go to a segment called Chow or Plow, where you decide whether you'd like to chow the food or plow the human as we work our way around the table.
It's preposterous.
We're going to run through some people and characters associated with John's career. The first one for John, your mother's meatballs or Tony Soprano's wife, Carmela.
Double fucking whammy. And let me tell you, number one, I never go against my mother's meatballs, okay? Every fucking day I have Ma's meatballs over just about anything. But that's the boss's wife.
Carmela's manicotti.
I can't go there. And she doesn't appeal to me in that way either, to be honest.
How was she to work with?
Very good.
sweetheart.
Nice kid. Very nice. Everybody loved her. Very kind.
All right, Mr. Monday. We're asking you, would you go with Jennifer Melfi or your grandmother's carbonara?
I mean, that's the shrink, right?
Yeah.
I mean, how could I plow her after Tony Soprano plowed her? You know what I mean? That guy was banging everything. He was infected.
All that talking.
Like, he was infected by all these other broads. Like, how could I even do any...
Right,
I'd look at her and I'd get something.
No.
I'll take my grandmother's carbonara.
I'm surprised she survived, Tony, right?
Yeah.
That's a lot of weight.
No, she got her vagina removed.
Kat, you're up next.
Yeah.
Would you go with Meadow Soprano, Jamie Lynn Sigler, or a delicious handmade cannoli from Mike's Pastry in the North End?
Hand-filled?
Yes.
I mean, Meadow Soprano. Tony Soprano didn't plow her, and I don't give a fuck about cannolis.
You don't want a man-filled.
Not a man-filled cannoli.
Yeah.
Hand-filled.
You don't go for the human cannoli?
No,
man-filled. Man-filled.
I don't want a man-filled cannoli.
Hand-filled.
So you'd go for the daughter?
Meadow Soprano.
She got better looking as the show went on.
She was a little girl.
Did you know her?
She got legal. She got
The
legal
older
as
version
the
of
show
her.
got.
She was just a young girl when I
Adult
met her.
version of her.
So how old was she when you met her?
A teenager, probably.
And then she got pretty as she got older.
She was a kid.
Did she think she was like a sex symbol?
No. She was a young
She was
girl.
in my generation. We all growing up thought she was. Yeah, she was like Samantha from Full House or whatever that show is.
Good kid.
Whatever.
Everybody liked her.
That one girl from that show.
The most developed girl on any 90s sitcom is the one we were going with usually. All right, John, this one's for you. Starring as Law and Order as Detective Tony Profaci, at the end of your time on the show, you were overlapping with Angie Harmon's time on the show. Would you chow or plow Angie Harmon or linguinis with clam sauce?
Oh, Angie Harmon, jeez.
Well, Angie Harmon was very cute. She had a southern accent, which I don't really like so much. Usually. However, linguine and clam sauce reminds me of Dad on Friday nights. He made it. It was fucking great. I
Fish
gotta
on
go with
Fridays.
the linguine,
Italian family, fish on
linguine and
Fridays.
clam sauce. I'll go with that. As cute as Angie Harmon is,
Yeah, I can't
I'm
fault
going
you
with the
there.
clam sauce.
Yeah.
Besides, after you eat the linguine and clam sauce, you're not going to want to bang anybody.
It's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bedtime.
Mr. Monday, John was recently in the movie Chappaquiddick. We want to know what you would choose: John's co-star Kate Mara or Gnocchi.
She's a co-star?
Yeah, she was my co-star.
Tell me a little bit about it real quick. Like,
Nice kid, pretty kid, lean, skinny.
redhead?
Not a blondish brown. Not too buxomy, not too much of a backside. Just,
She kind of was a redhead. I'm not a redhead. I was into brunettes. So
very
I mean,
cute.
And then, but then gnocchis are a little too heavy for me. The gnocchis, It's,
Really? No.
So I'd probably angry plow her.
I'd take a heavy male over a heavy redhead. I think you chose the right thing.
I think I'd plow her angry. Did you ever do that?
Yeah. I just like saying gnocchi. Anything that looks like a gnocchi is for me. Gnocchi.
Kat, John was Captain Womack on Person of Interest for 3 seasons. He co-starred alongside Taraji Henson.
It's no joke.
Would you choose her or marinated flank steak?
I would eat a marinated flank steak off of her.
How about if she herself possessed, how do I put this delicately, something that resembled marinated flank steak?
I would become a vegetarian. Done. See ya.
You don't go down that road.
Not a marinated flank steak setup. I like to differentiate my
How many
food,
different
girls.
movies and shows have you been in? Like 50?
Hundreds.
Hundreds,
I
huh?
don't know. A couple of 150 maybe.
Who's counting?
I'm
That's
fucking
incredible.
big in
That's
Japan, you
incredible.
know. Oh, yeah.
Hence the tattoo.
Yeah.
Oh, you're big. Yeah, of course. We're all big in Japan. They're like 5 feet over there.
Very revered.
All right, listen, everyone. Check out today's episode of I Love Mondays. We found some lost footage of me and you.
Lost?
Of you and I alongside Tony Soprano.
Get out of here.
In the back club
Really?
of Bada Bing. Yeah.
I can't
It was us.
believe it.
Yep.
Wow.
So we'll be back in a few more minutes with
No, you
John
don't
Fiore.
remember it.
If you had to, right, take off your top or your bottom, which one would you pick and why?
I take out my top because my tits are so nice.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Have you been told that before?
Yep.
I know that you can't strip or anything here today, but
Sure.
if you had to take your top or your bottoms off, which one would it be?
top, I guess.
Take your top off?
I'd probably take my top off.
If you had to, take off your top or your bottom. Which one would it be? And why?
Top or my bottom? My bottoms.
Whoa, you want to shake your booty and stuff?
Yes, I got plenty back there.
Oh, you got nice booty and stuff, really?
Yes.
If you had to take off your top or your bottom, you had to take off one, matter of life or
My
death. Take off your top.
Always.
Oh, you always take your top off? You had to either take off your top or your bottom. Which one would it be?
Top.
Why?
Because they're wrong.
Monday. I love Monday. Best day of the week. I love Monday. Get whoa! Monday. Let's go.
How's the new stock doing?
Up 3 at the close of the Dow yesterday. Another 2 so far today.
Beautiful.
Listen, Tone, I think we may have a problem.
Log off. That cookie shit makes me nervous.
Tony, you're not that tough.
Yeah, so?
I'm not on too many. John Fiore on Monday! McCluskey, what do we got?
John has played all sides of the field on the big screen, from police chief to detective to mob hitman. So he knows how to analyze a scene to either find evidence or make it disappear. We're going to show him an image to do a detective test. If he can look at the image for a minute, we'll take it away, and then we're going to see what he can remember from it. So we've already shown John all of these images. He got a little cocky. He said he didn't need the 1 minute thing, and we're going to be able to ask him questions based on the image that we are now projecting behind him. So, John, are you ready for some questions?
I'm ready.
Okay. Do you recall what color the caution tape was in that image?
The tape was white.
Actually, yeah, it's white and red. You got that, you got that one right. All right. The font is red. The tape is white. Okay. In the image, how many GED graduates can you see?
GED grads, I mean you've quit and you've gone back?
Yeah.
None. They look half-baked. I don't think any of them got past the 3rd grade.
I don't think anybody in this room would argue. Anybody looking at that picture, anybody.
Yes.
Right?
You're right.
All right.
Based on the memory of what you saw in that picture,
Yes.
who was the ugliest person in it?
There's a little rat-faced, little tiny woman in the front with spectacles, kind of a white face.
Yeah, I thought that.
I'd say she's the ugliest. She's got the kind of face you, honest to God, you want to hit every shot.
Beauty is subjective, but we all
I'd say she's
voted.
the ugliest by far, and that's an
you
ugly
saying that-
bunch.
Are you saying that as a detective or as a mob boss?
Now, you know, some people that got a face you just want to go, ooh, I just want to.
Who's more corrupt, the mob or the cops?
Oh, by far the cops. Yeah, no, absolutely. The cops, they're the biggest gang on the block.
All right, and the final one for this picture, how many women did you see in that image that you would be willing to sleep with?
None. I would have to use my hand in lieu of that. I'm not that fucking desperate.
Yeah, I don't think the crossing guard's willing to help with that. All right, so we're going to move to the next image. This is the image that we showed you earlier. It was of the dog show. There was,
the dog
if
show.
you remember that image, okay?
Right. Yeah. I remember now.
There are 3 signs. They all have different colors on them, and they all have different numbers on them. The sign that has the number 2, what color was the number 2?
Green?
It's a bluish green.
I'm colorblind.
Yeah, I'll give you the bluish of the
Men
green.
are colorblind. It's been proven.
Yes.
That's tricky.
All right. Now you have a photographic memory, so you can bring this right to the forefront of your brain.
True.
How many ugly dogs are in this photo that we're showing behind you?
I'd have to say there's at least 6 ugly dogs that I recall seeing.
I agree. The woman
Some of them two-legged.
The woman in the white turtleneck could have gone either way, but I think I'm going to go with you on that.
Hideous. She should have won the dog show with that face.
What color is the carpet that everybody's standing on?
I think it was like a blue-ish.
Yep, you got that.
Ish.
It's definitely blue.
Yeah,
Ish is vague. Yeah, it's good though.
And who would you rather sleep with? The woman in green or the dog in brown?
Well, I'm not into sex with animals, so I guess I'd have to go with the woman if I have to.
Are you confirming that the woman in green is a woman?
I think she was. Wait a minute. As long as it's a woman. If it's a woman, maybe I can.
This is a dog show. There's a whole way where they check the sex for it and everything.
One of our Monday questions, John, has been: if you had to have sex with an animal, what sex would you pick? If you had to pick one.
I mean, pick the animal.
You had to pick. You had to have sex.
I have to
with
pick
one.
an animal. To have sex with.
You had to have sex with one animal. What would it be?
That's fucking ridiculous.
I mean, you got to have one animal that you had to pick.
I guess I'd have sex with a dolphin. That's an animal. It's not really a fish.
Would it be in the water or outside?
No, in the water. This way nobody would see.
Yeah.
Sorry, McClutch. Sorry to interrupt.
That's right. I think we've tested your brain enough for that, but now we want to put you in some situations. You guys want to jump to situations?
Oh, yes. Go to situations.
All right. This is where we propose 3 different situations. We ask how you'd handle them, okay? So, in this hypothetical, after nailing an audition for a major Hollywood role, Kathy Bates, the producer, implies that you would be a lock for the part if you are willing to sleep with her. Do you give her what she wants, or do you find another way out of this?
Well, first of all, we have to see how much scratch is involved.
That's fair.
But maybe
She has long nails. I
You know what
can't
she looks
confirm
like?
how.
Yes. You mean the current state of Kathy Bates as she appears today?
Yeah.
No, back when she was misery hot.
Back when she was beautiful?
Yeah.
Is she related to Norman?
Can I do a 2-bagger over her head?
Yeah.
And drink maybe a quart of urine or something like that?
Some nice straight from the dog urine.
Then maybe I would go for it, because at that stage of the game I would have been so desperate I need the money, I would have done it.
Fair enough. I saw her boobs in that movie with Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like
His were better.
I could get through it.
Is she
I'd get
related to
through it.
Norman?
I don't know if she is. Norman Bates.
I don't know, but
Try
I'd
to
rather
fool
master.
me.
Okay, so the next one is you're given the chance to play Caitlyn Jenner in the new biopic being produced by Fox. The studio wants you to live with her for 3 weeks to get into character, but she just keeps making these awkward passes at you. How do you let a sweet gal like that down?
Well, I mean, it's Bruce Jenner, okay? The person, I was going to say the thing, but whatever it is, has a penis or had a penis, has a deep voice, I'm out. Big feet, size 15, 6'5", whatever. Hands like this, no way.
What if you can put the Wheaties box over his face?
But the voice, though, they're going to talk. And then I got to see what the reconstruction looks like.
Oh, John, how you doing over there?
Do you believe that whole thing? Caitlyn Jenner,
Supposedly
Bruce
they
Jenner?
had the thing that...
I don't know if that really happened.
I don't believe it.
Sex change.
Still has a gold medal.
All
What's
right.
the purpose?
Better person
Yeah,
than me.
let's move on from
You know what I
Caitlyn
understand
Jenner.
about Bruce Jenner is, I mean, he went all those years. He was going to live 5 more years. He couldn't just suck it up and be a man for the last 5 miserable fucking
Be a
years of
man.
his life.
If
I mean,
I was-
seriously.
if I was
you got to
married
go
to
through all
her-
that to become a woman.
I just
70.
If
That's
I was
why I don't
married
believe
to
the whole
Chris,
thing.
That's
if
a
I
bunch
was
of
married
nonsense.
to Kris Jenner, I would do anything to get away from her. Though
Right.
Robert Kardashian died, like he got the easy way out.
Right.
He had 5
he did
kids,
something.
whatever he's got, right? I mean, come
If
on.
he cut off his balls when he was competitive, they wouldn't have hit on the hurdles. He would have shaved 3 seconds off his
Right.
time. I mean, come on. All right, so let's move on to the next one. A connected guy that is a huge fan of your career invites you to his home for a dinner made by his Italian mother. It's the worst Italian food you've ever eaten. They keep asking if you want more and why you're not eating. You got to talk your way out of this without getting yourself into trouble.
Okay, so first I go in, I get the lay of the land, I look around, I size it up, I get a vibe for how the food's going to be. I feel it's not going to be too good, especially if I have a little quick sample. I start feigning illness once again. A little cough, have a tissue, I dab my face and all this there. So then I say to the mother, I say, look, I'll use a soprano line. The food is like spackle in my esophagus. It's all jammed up. Nothing's going up and down. I can't. And by then I feel she'll feel sorry for me. And I'll get off the hook. And that's it.
No.
You know?
That was a trick question.
do you call
There's
it
no
sa- do you
such
call
thing
it
as bad
sauce or
Italian
gravy?
food.
Gravy.
Oh.
Gravy.
Ooh, all right, we got another guy. I like that.
How's it gravy?
I do say sauce, but growing up it was gravy.
There are 2 different things. There's a sauce and there's a gravy.
Sometimes you say sauce, but mainly it was gravy. Sunday gravy.
In order to have a good meatball, you have to have a good sauce.
You do.
I mean,
You do. Well, we used to call macaroni. Now it's pasta, right?
macaroni,
Same
same
thing.
thing, yeah.
But we used to say, we always called it macaroni. No matter what shape it was macaroni.
I heard you might be starring in this new Too Bad thing that we got going on.
There's a rumor going around.
You know?
That they're reaching out to my people.
I'm not sure they can afford you, though.
I might have to do it for Coors Lights.
Yeah.
Free beers, some free food, a T-shirt, something.
That's how we got you up here tonight.
I mean, word on the street is though Kathy Bates is involved.
She is
already
involved.
signed
Okay,
on,
well,
so.
I might have to, be taken up on that proposal.
So what's the
She plays the
Chinese
police
writing
station.
around mean? I've been wondering all night.
This means poo-poo platter for 2. I sadly came to find out many years later.
What do you just when you go to a restaurant, you just go like this, and they know? They
It
know
was
what you want?
supposed to mean health, vitality, all this kind of stuff. Poo-poo platter for 2. The joke was on me. Again.
Oh shit! All right, hey, that's it. Let's give it up for this guy. Great show tonight, guys.
Yeah!
John Fiore.
It's a Monday.
Oh, do you like? Hey, tell me why you like Monday so much.
I love Monday because it's the day after Sunday, and I'm still breathing, and it's a good day to recoup. When many people are sleeping or hiding, I used to still be out on a Monday night. You can do a lot of damage on a Monday night as a young man. You prey on the weak who are all banged up from the weekend. Mondays are good.
Hey, I want to thank our sponsors tonight. Great job. Our sponsorships are going up, so you better sign up now. Thanks again for another great show. John Fiore, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And remember, Monday isn't an option. It's a gift. On three, we're going to scream Monday nice and loud. 1, 2, 3. Monday!